Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my video lesson. Today I'm going to talk about the past tense of be verbs. The past tense of to be in English has two forms, was and were. Let's talk about to be past tense in affirmative sentence. I and was. I was tired this morning. You and were. You were very good. He and was. He was the best in his class. She and was. She was late for work. It and was. It was a sunny day. We and were. We were at home. You and were. You were on holiday. They and were. They were happy with their final test results. Those are the examples of to be past tense in positive or affirmative statement. Number 2 is to be past tense in negative sentences or negative statements. The negative of to be can be made by adding not after the verb was and were. Was not, were not. I was not tired this morning. You were not crazy. He was not married. She was not famous. It was not hot yesterday. We were not invited. You were not at the party. They were not friends. Remember, adding not after the verb was not and were not. Next is to be construction. We can make negative constructions of the verb to be in the past tense by joining the verb was, were, and apostrophe T. Was not, were not. But we don't make a constructions of the subject and the verb. I was not tired this morning. Or, I wasn't tired this morning. You are not crazy. Or, you weren't crazy. He was not married. Or, he wasn't married. She was not famous. Or, she wasn't famous. It was not hot yesterday. Or, it wasn't hot yesterday. We were not invited. Or, we weren't invited. You were not at the party. Or, you weren't at the party. They were not friends. Or, they weren't friends. Number 4, to be past tense and questions. To create questions with to be past tense, just put the verb before the subject. Put the verb before the subjects. For example, in affirmative sentence, subject plus verb, but in questions or interrogative sentence, verb and subject. As we know, the verbs are was and were. So put was and were at the beginning of your sentence. I was late. Was I late? You were sick. Were you sick? He was surprised. Was he surprised? She was from Italy. Was she from Italy? It was a big house. Was it a big house? We were ready. Were we ready? You were early. Were you early? They were busy. Were they busy? Those are interrogative sentences of to be past tense. Before the verbs, you can also have WH questions. For example, why, who, what, where, and etc. Were you happy? Yes, I was. Why were you happy? Because I was promoted at work. To be and short answers. In spoken English, we usually use short answer in response to questions. Was he from Japan? Yes, he was from Japan. The last part from Japan is not necessary. We use short answer to avoid repetitions when the meaning is clear. Was I late? Yes, you were. No, you weren't. Were you sick? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Was he surprised? Yes, he was. No, he wasn't. Was he from Italy? Yes, he was. No, she wasn't. Was it a big house? Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. Were we ready? Yes, we were. No, we weren't. Were you early? Yes, we were. No, we weren't. Were they busy? Yes, they were. No, they weren't. With to be, we don't use construction in affirmative short answer. Remember that. That's all our lesson today. If you have more questions about lessons, don't forget to leave comments and questions below. And thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.